within the next 2 years, under a new policy to integrate more children into ordinary schools. Barney Jones of our parliamentary staff thus reports.
Derby School for the Partially Sighted offers small classes and special equipment to help pupils cope with their disability. But the new vogue is to try and integrate youngsters in normal schools. Local authorities have stopped referring children to Derby and it faces closure. Today, the parents and children in the Action Group brought their campaign to Downing Street and handed in a petition at number 10 asking the Prime Minister to adopt their cause.
This is from the Derby School Complex, 16,000 petitions.
The youngsters who face being sent to ordinary schools when Derby closes greet this prospect with horror.
I was in an ordinary school at the first and I couldn't cope, so I was referred to Derby School, and they've helped me so much and they've got everything what I need there, but in an ordinary school they've nothing like what Derby School have.
I don't want to close because I don't think any of us would be able to cope. I mean, I wouldn't be able to for certain.
In a normal school, in a classroom, you won't be able to see the blackboard, and in our school they let you go up to the blackboard and have a look at that thing, sort of, and they have computers too.
The school roll stands at about 70, and up to now it's taken youngsters from all over the northwest.
It's the only one in the, in the north that can cope with partially sighted children. I mean, we have wonderful caring staff, every facility imaginable, for the children. The teachers are aware of the children's handicap and they can cope with the children. I mean, to me, you put those children in a normal school and it's not integration. As far as we're concerned, it's segregation.
Mrs. Thatcher just had time before going to the Commons to exchange a few words. She was sympathetic.
So you're just down for the day?
Yes, we brought you those petitions. We're hoping you'll help us, please.
And what you're going to...
If not entirely familiar with the issue.
The mentally...
No, the partially sighted,
sighted.
yes, the partially sighted, the Derby School in
Yes,
Preston.
indeed. I know just exactly where you are. It was very nice of you to come to number 10.
Because
I
we knew
will
you'd
read your
help us.
petition most carefully.
Yeah.
The 1981 Education Act doesn't say children with disabilities must be integrated into ordinary schools. It says this should be the aim, where there are facilities and where able-bodied students won't suffer from the mix. Children and parents are convinced there's latitude within the Act for the best specialist schools to survive. And they're hoping that Mrs. Thatcher, with her enthusiasm for freedom of choice, will now do her bit to keep Derby open.